guys, let me know in the comments your favorite protein bar. I have talked about the Simply Natural bars a few times and the fact that these are very similar to the Perfect Bar. Okay, if you ever tried them, let me know in the comments. If you have no idea, then stay tuned, because regardless, I have always loved these for those times where it's either prior to a workout, post-workout, days I'm on the go, if I'm traveling and I am doing more movement. You're gonna want something to fuel your body a lot more than when you're having sedentary days. Okay, so there's a time and a place for low carb, extremely low carb. However, if you don't follow my content, I talk a lot about the fact that we need to supply our body with the right fuel at the right time. So if you are doing high intensity exercise and you are under carbing, under fueling, your body will eventually start storing and start pulling from your muscle reserve in order to get the fuel it needs. Our body burns carbs for fuel for high intensity exercise, and it burns fat for fuel during low intensity. So keep that in mind if you're someone who has lived a very low carb life and eventually it catches up to you and you can't lose the weight. It might be something to do with the fact that your body is also needing that fuel and you're losing muscle mass and it slows down your metabolism, yada, yada, yada. Okay, but we're here to do a live taste test, okay? So the Simply Natural bar has 7 ingredients. Initially, it used collagen protein. And so this is the initial bar. I'm gonna open it up. I've not tasted the other bar, but this is a very, it's kind, and this is a little bit drier because it's been in there for a while, but you can see it's very sticky, okay? And again, it's been in there for a while, but you know, if you have collagen, that there's a lot of texture that goes into it. So if you add collagen powder to something, it's going to be a lot stickier. And because of that, you see the sheen on this, the oil, and sorry, I don't want to be rude, but the first ingredient, peanut butter, then honey, then collagen, and then salt. Okay, so it's completely clean bar, right? However, the texture was somewhat of an issue initially after it sat for, more than a couple weeks, right? We want to have the shelf life be good, but what they did here, I'm very, very excited to try this. They switched the collagen to the whey, okay? So we just see how easy that is. And of course, there's peanut butter as the main ingredient. So everything is the exact same, other than the fact that they swapped the collagen for the whey. I love the texture. This is perfect. Some protein bars are really gritty. Some are really chewy. Some are just super, super, super sweet. This is perfect. And it has the little chunks of nuts in there. I love it. Now, I don't do a lot of whey. However, in moderation, there's benefits to whey. Okay. And for some people, they do whey every day and it's fine. But I'm just saying, for me, for protein powder purposes, I choose plant-based. It works well for me. However, some of the best people I follow in the industry preach the fact that they love their whey. So I just think, again, it goes across the board. Balance is key. And I like to try to get diversity where I can in every way and just know my body. And so I don't overdo it. And I wouldn't eat these multiple times a day, every single day. I think even if you did one a day, it'd be good. Anyhow, they taste incredible. And again, if you have tried the Simply Natural before and you had an issue with it kind of leaking through the packaging and also getting a little bit hard as it sits. This is not going to be the case with the whey. Okay? And let me tell you, I'm going to finish this bar. It's so good. So, and I believe they've reduced the price. And I also have an affiliate partnership with them. So they have given me a discount code to share with you all. So if you want to try these bars, they're low glycemic, okay? Because let's go through the packaging. Most people who don't understand blood sugar regulation in terms of balancing the macros would probably just look at the macros in themselves and they'd say, oh, there's too much sugar here. There's too many carbs here. There's 15 grams of sugar, but remember, it's completely from honey. And there are 2 grams of fiber, 17 carbs. So we subtract the 2 from the 17. We have 15 net impact carbs, but you have 15 grams of protein. And then you have 12 grams of fat, 2 saturated because it's all coming from the nut butter. Okay? So what I'm saying is that when I'm teaching clients how to manage healthy blood sugar, I by no means am teaching them to be keto. You can maintain healthy blood sugar and still be able to have sugar, the right forms, quality, at the right time of day, in combination with the right macros, okay? It's all about balance. And that is what I teach clients is we have to look at the bigger picture. Because if you want to live in this bubble and you want to have to keep calculating and measuring and obsessing over every single thing that goes in your mouth, you're going to have a miserable life. At least that's misery in my mind, okay? Can I get an amen to that? But when I look at this bar, I would eat it. Even if it was a day that I wasn't going right to work out, I would still eat it and feel okay about my blood sugar because it's balanced. Now, if you have 15 grams of sugar, you might as well do it prior to a workout or post-workout because your body is going to just use that and it's going to feel so good. Marna knows what I'm talking about because she is in the program and she is amazing. But that's what it is. I think it's understanding, especially when we come from a lower carb world, and it's scary. Let me know in the comments if you can agree. It's scary sometimes to consume more carbs, especially when you see it's in the form of sugar and you think that your body's going to store it. It's understanding how it works in the body and where it really is necessary and helpful for our body to be fueled in those ways. Because again, if you're not consuming some carbohydrates on those higher intensity days, on those days in the summer where you're gardening, you're weed whacking, you're mowing, you're doing all the things, maybe you ran in the morning and you're still trying to stay low carb, that is not going to work very long to your benefit. Eventually, you're going to start seeing muscle deteriorating, and that's the number one issue I find with women I work with. They want to build this muscle. They want to build the muscle. Well, we already have the lack of estrogen. That's kind of an uphill battle after we hit perimenopause. So we need to make sure that we are supplying our body with the nutrients we need, not only just to feel our best self, but to make sure our body is not pulling from the muscle, breaking down the muscle to give us the energy, okay? So again, I cannot reiterate enough that we need to look at the bigger picture. If you're in a program still that is counting calories, counting macros, and you're not thinking about what you're doing that day, activities, energy level, your sleep, your stress, if you're ill, all these things really matter, okay? So again, if you want the information for this amazing bar that I really want to eat all of it, let me know and I'll give you the discount code. But also, if you've not already entered the competition for Flex, you might as well do it. You don't have to do anything other than enter your email. Okay, and this is something because I'm relaunching the app. I want to offer that. We're choosing 9 winners. There's a total of $10,000 up for grabs in terms of free lifetime memberships, half off lifetime memberships, one-on-one coaching. Make sure you enter that, and I will give you the discount code. Just either DM me or wait until after I post this. I got greasy fingers, but I'll send that your way. Have a good day.